The 2023 baseball season is come to a wrap.
Done.
Tonight is the World Series for Pete Alonso. He's going to win the HomeRun Derby. You heard it here, right now. I'm sorry this is going to come out after the HomeRun Derby, but when you do listen to this back, you'll be like, wow, Charles was right. Because Pete Alonso doesn't lose.
I'm hoping he does. I just Met fans, we don't care about individual stats.
What'd you do on the fourth?
Fourth. What I do on the fourth?
Let me see your fingers.
What
no
happened?
JPP? No.
Oh,
No
stop,
JPP.
bro. Andrew, you're gonna let him do that?
I was just making sure. Yeah,
Are you
know me.
serious?
You still have your
Yo,
fingers,
that's
bro.
messed up. But
Bro.
I did nothing on the fourth, which
You did
I
nothing?
liked it. I hung out in my backyard and made pizza.
Nice.
Yeah, on the grill. What'd you do?
Not bad.
Not
I
on
was
the grill,
actually,
on the stone thing.
Took the kids on their first family vacation.
Nice.
Yes, a lot of fun.
Nice.
A lot of work.
How'd you watch the baseball games?
I watched. We had
Did
a nice
you?
condo in Ocean City. I
Nice.
got to watch on. I was watching on my phone. I found a new little spot in the carriage that I could like prop it up.
Let me go into something real quick. This is what I have.
I'm
to
thinking
get this
about
off my
inventing
chest.
something for the dads. I got something in mind.
I got to get this off my chest. On Twitter for the Mets, for some
You mean
reason.
Threads?
No, I don't use that. But I do here and there. But on Twitter,
Bro, I got 1,000 Twitter. I got 1,000 Thread followers, bro.
So on Twitter, there's these like group of people on Twitter like that are Met fans, and they're like, if you're tuning into the game tonight, comment down below, like blah blah blah. I always comment like I'm like, bro, it's 2023. No matter where you go, you can tune into the game.
That is
there's
true,
the
man.
SNY app,
That is
and
true.
it works better than cable.
But
So
yes.
there's no excuse as to why you cannot watch a game.
Absolutely. There's
So
no doubt.
I had to get it off
We're
my
at
chest.
the pool, whatever. I got it right there on my phone.
That pisses me off.
Dude, I remember New Year's days from back in the day where there was big college games. All my cousins or whatever, big college football guys or whatever, big college games. We had the antennas with the old school TV. Oh,
See,
forget
now
about it.
that-
We came a long way.
Yeah,
we came a long way.
I had to just say that.
Yeah, but 4th of July was fun.
Yeah. So how was? Let's go into this. Let's get into some.
We haven't
Mets,
spoke.
Yankees.
We haven't spoken
That
so
feels
long.
great.
So we're gonna take. It feels good that you haven't spoke.
Yes.
You feel a little rejuvenated.
I didn't. There's nothing more for me to say.
It's the same story,
It's
same
song
clips.
and dance.
Same story, same clip.
Even now, it's like they won 6 straight and they ended off.
Well, it's not, all right. Well, relax. Things
What do you
have
mean?
changed. The Mets had the mojo is swinging a little bit.
Not really.
The
It
Yankees
got
pitched.
ruined.
The Yankees did something. Okay. That they've only done in my lifetime, I think in the history actually of them, 3 other times. Not my lifetime because I wasn't around for Don Lawson. So
Yeah.
I was alive for 3 perfect games. All right.
Yeah.
It was a late game. It was 9:40. I think it was a late game. Yeah, late game, 9:40, whatever. We get into like the 5th, then I'm dozing. I'm in bed. It's a bad mistake to go into the bedroom. I'm dozing. All right. So I shoot my Empire State Sports group chat. Yo, if anybody is awake and Domingo still is perfect or no hit, I would have slept through a no hit. I really wouldn't have cared. But if Domingo was still perfect, to wake me up in the 8th or 9th.
I was on my 10th dream.
Right? Now, you were wide awake. You just didn't give a shit.
I didn't.
You were wide awake
What
playing
time was
fucking
it?
MLB. It was like
I had work the next day.
It was almost
weekday.
midnight.
I don't play.
So then, shout out to my homie Matt Agostino. Thank you so freaking much because I wind up falling asleep, and he wakes me up in the 8th. Bro, Domingo's perfect.
Wow.
He throws it. He completes it. 27 up, 27 down.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, are you talking about the women? 27 up, 27 down. Women, or you talking about?
No, you're talking about
I'm talking about women. The women that he had. 27 women up, 27.
Yeah. Thanks for that. What about the women?
You said 27 up, 27 down. I was
I was talking about
women.
I was talking about the game. You want to talk about the women? That same woman that you're referencing threw him a massive party the next day
with his money.
So,
his money.
So I don't know too much about that, but he does something that doesn't happen too many times in baseball. I think the last time was 2012. Help me out with that. Yeah,
King Felix.
2012, and then you had the Galarraga debacle. When was that?
I don't know what year that was.
Yeah,
that was before.
That was a no-hitter. Like, come on. Perfect game. Give the guy the perfect game already. That's a joke by the MLB. But absolutely amazing task. It was. I seen a clip on TikTok of this like 80-something-year-old man. He's like, I live to see another one. It was like so dramatic. It was amazing. All right. Really waking up the next day and saying, holy shit, this guy really went 27 up, 27
I wonder
down.
how many fans actually stayed up and watched. Because there's no way.
A lot of people missed it. It was a tough, perfect game to have.
Yeah,
it was a tough, perfect game to have.
It's July.
Definitely.
Yankee fans don't tune in until September.
They'll honor him. They'll honor him closer to... They'll honor him in the second half. They'll make it Domingo perfect game day or something like that. They will. They'll make their money off it. You know that.
This sucks, is the worst person for that. But if this was Garrett Cole, that'll be huge. Oh my!
For baseball, it was sucky for baseball.
Domingo Germán was not for baseball. That's how you know Karma's not real.
Yeah. He got caught cheating this season. Well, karma is real because if you heard what happened to him the day before,
what
his dad. Okay, it was his uncle, but more like a dad figure, passed away. Mm-hmm. So when Boone wakes up in the morning, he doesn't even know if Domingo's starting the game. He was thinking they were going to have to bring somebody from the minors. Domingo was going to go back to the Dominican Republic or wherever it was. I think it was Dominican, but he was going to go back to his hometown and obviously get ready for a funeral and everything else.
I didn't know that. I like that.
But he went out there and threw a perfect game.
Okay.
So maybe there was something else with him that day.
Yeah.
All right. Which is just amazing. And it was the 3 Ds. Don Lawson, David Cohn, David Wells. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Domingo Germán.
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
cool.
And you know what happens. And you know what happens when the Yankees throw a perfect game in their season. They win the World Series. Oh. So we're back on that World Series kick. All right. We are back on that World Series kick. But I'm just gonna start this off. We'll do our first season. We'll do our first half recap. Right?
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yep.
So we'll do our first half recap. And I'm just gonna say the game on Sunday.
Yeah.
Is basically the entire season in a summary in 9 innings.
What happened?
All right. So, dumb errors. Mm-hmm. Okay. Taking the starters out too early. Domingo Germán had like
74 pitches.
74 pitches.
I had money on the game. That's why I know.
Whatever. You're back?
FanDuel,
he's back.
Yeah,
FanDuel,
I know. They
back.
give me free bets.
So, So, taking starters out too early. He had 70. How many pitches? 74
or 70.
All right, 74 pitches. It was 6th inning. I think it was a 6th inning.
Yeah, I think so.
And Boone's comments after the game.
I think it was the 7th.
Boone's comments. Boone's comments after the game were utterly embarrassing. He said he wanted him to go into the break feeling good about himself.
On a high note. Yeah.
Well, now your whole team feels like shit because that game right there could have definitely made me feel a little bit different about the first half. Not so much. I'm not going to be dramatic about it, but if you win that game feeling better today than you were yesterday, that's just a guarantee. That's just a guarantee. So yeah, taking starters out too early, leaving men on base, obviously, the mental mistakes that Gleyber Torres makes. Okay, the mental mistakes that the entire team makes is berserk. But when Gleyber makes these mistakes, they lose you games. All right, so he takes
big time situations.
Yeah. He takes out Germán. He brings in Hamilton, right, who is a blessing for this Yankees bullpen to start the season. Tip my hat off to that guy. He gets the ground ball double play. Gets the ground ball double play.
Botched it.
Yeah, I know. Completely booted it. Horrible. But that's the whole first half. Gleyber, mental mistakes. Okay. It's just the break is needed so much for this team that they went out there and they fired the hitting coach, just somebody that they had to take accountability for it.
But you also got to realize, too, all these guys are career, like, you know what they do in their careers. Like, they're good hitters. From them all to have career slumps like this, something is weird. And like we talked about with Volpe, how is Volpe's friend taking him out for chicken palm dinners and telling him what he's doing wrong? But the guy that is making $250,000 doesn't know what to help Volpe, but his friend does? That's weird.
That story right there, okay, is the reason why that 100%. He lost his job.
100%.
So we got a new hitting coach. We got, what was his name? Sean Casey, right?
Yeah.
Sean Casey was on the MLB network. He was a former All Star, played with the major leagues. Good friends with Boone. Really good friends with Boone. They played on the same team together back in the day.
Career hitter.
So maybe if they come back and their offense is starting to click, we'll say that he had something to do with it, obviously, but that might not be the truth. But just something put a face to some of the problems, and they're using this guy, and they shipped him out of town. Hopefully, they just send him back to the minors. I wish they would have just sent him back to the Yankee minor leagues because he was doing great down there. Supposedly, he was doing great work. That's why we promoted within. We went within with that move, and it didn't work out.
Yeah. Well, you wanted Eric Chavez. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. But
sorry about that.
Yeah.
Robbery.
I want friggin', you know who I want on my bench.
Beltrés.
I want Beltran on my bench. I want him in my front office.
He's in ours.
I'll tell you that. I know. And he's not doing shit in your front office.
Not now.
Not yet. Yeah. Not yet. But just that's basically to wrap up the first half of the Yanks. Dumb errors, injuries, that I hate that word because these guys that are playing baseball are major league players. We should not be in the situation that we are in today. Like if the season ended today, Yanks don't make the playoffs. Yeah. Like it's time. Yep. It's time now to really understand where you're at as a baseball team, and we'll take it from there. Yeah, you know, because they have to make some decisions, or they have to clean house, or they have to make some moves.
Yeah, I mean,
make some moves.
What, a game out now? But
it's a game out. Yeah, it's a game out.
We'll go to Colorado. The Mets. We'll do Mets recap.
Go ahead.
Brutal. Mets first half of the season, it started off pretty good. 14-7. We almost had the best West Coast trip the New York Mets have ever had since 1986. We actually would have had a better West Coast trip than the 1986 New York Mets. They were 7-1. Everyone's talking about how on fire they are. 14-7. They're right behind the Braves. We lose the next two games to the Giants. And the rest is history. From April 22nd to, I believe, July 1st, the New York Mets were the third worst team in all of baseball. The only two teams worse than the New York Mets were the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals. That's the first half of the New York Mets field.
That's the first half of the team with the highest payroll in the league.
Yes. But the money issue, I don't even get into because $350 million or whatever the case may be to Steve Cohen isn't the same as it is to, I don't know, the guy that owns the Pirates or the guy that owns, the Diamondbacks. $350 million to Steve Cohen is $300,000 to these guys. So I don't care about the payroll. It has nothing to do with the payroll as to why they're playing bad. They're playing bad simply because they're just bad. They're a bad team. Everything about them from top to bottom, they're just bad. And the problem is it lies within these guys. And to me, I truly believe if there was no Twitter, if there was no Instagram, if there was no social media, the New York Mets would be a better team than they are. You literally watch them. They press. Like that series against the Giants, right? We're up 4-1 or 4-2, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Ground ball to Pete Alonso. He botches the ball. Now it's first and second. Next batter, boom, 3-run home run. They take the lead 5-4, 6-5, whatever it was. And it's just like when Pete dropped the ball, the ground ball, and threw it like a bozo.
Yeah.
He looked up to the skies above and he was like, here we go again. Because if you're telling me that these players don't hear what goes on in the outside world on Twitter, Instagram, social media, ESPN, you're an idiot. They listen, they know, they hear everything, these guys. Mm-hmm. So I truly believe the fans have more to do with the Mets sucking as much as their players do. Because don't get me wrong, the players suck. And the players suck. The lineup situations suck. The management sucks. Buck's calling the decisions suck. The bullpen sucks. Everything sucks.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we also didn't have luck. We had no luck, no good breaks the first half. I can't even tell you that in June, that was the worst June the Mets had ever had in their lifetime of existence, literally. Worse than 1962 Mets. This was the worst June ever. And the problem also, this is what is even worse about the June being so bad. In 13 of those games, we had the lead. And we just simply blew it. Because like I said, once they make one mistake, it's a snowball effect. It's like, oh, here we go again. They already know. They made that mistake. It's all over Twitter. Yeah, it's all over Instagram. It's all that's going to be talked about on WFAN.
And you believe they're listening and reading.
100%. It's not possible for you not to. It's not. You can say no. You can say, "Oh, Pete, you're not allowed to be on your phone for this amount of time." They're human beings.
Yeah,
they go to a cafeteria. They go to a cafe down the block. Hey, Pete, nice ever. Hey, Pete, nice at bat. Hey, Lindor.
Well, that's the New York fan base.
Of course.
We're
that's
dedicated.
the problem. And that's the problem. It's the fans have a lot to do with the first half issues as much as the players. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that.
Wow. So you're putting this all on Frank the Tank.
Don't even get me started.
You're putting a lot of this on Frank the Tank.
So let me talk about this, right? With Frank the Tank. Thank you for bringing this. Thank you for bringing Frank the Tank up, which I hate. And if you're a Mets fan and you're a fan of Frank the Tank, I'm sorry to break the news to you. You're not a Mets fan if you're a fan of this guy. The New York Mets, right? The first half, it is what it is. It ended off nice. We went on a little 6-game winning streak. In one of those games, in the 6-game winning streak, we played the Arizona Diamondbacks. We're down to our last strike. Francisco Alvarez comes up, had probably the best at-bat of the first half, probably the best at-bat a 21-year-old will ever have. Everything about this at-bat was beautiful, right? Opposite field home run to tie the game. Brett Beatty comes up. No one talks about this at-bat with Brett Beatty, but Brett Beatty facing lefties, they don't give him a chance against lefties, but he comes up, gets a big hit. Marcana, triple, brings him in. We end up winning the game 2-1. Frank the Tank, there's nothing negative to take from that game, right? I understand. Pete Alonso, he's been horrible. Marte's been horrible.
He won't be horrible after
Jeff McNeil's been horrible. Yeah, Jeff McNeil's been horrible. Frank the Tank, right? Like I said, if you're a Mets fan and you like Frank the Tank, you're not a Mets fan. I'm telling you right now. Frank the Tank, I have him blocked on everything, first off. So the fact that I even was able to see this video is so weird. So someone sends me the video of Frank the Tank after the game. There's nothing negative to take from this game, and he's complaining. McNeil, you suck. Pete Alonso, you suck.
Well, that's his gimmick. That's his gimmick.
His gimmick is annoying, and it sucks.
Well, you heard what happened with Steve Cohen and Frank the Tank?
Well, yeah, he didn't want to talk
you
to
heard
him.
That?
He didn't want to take a picture with him.
WFAN, Craig Carton, on his way out the door of WFAN, he had a comedy event with Pete Alonso and the team of the Mets. So freaking Steve Cohen shows up, which is amazing. Yeah. Frank the Tank was there. He had a little skit. He had a little skit in the beginning that he did. He did some song, something stupid. But he asked Steve Cohen for a photo. Steve Cohen turns around and says no.
Yeah.
And he says, as he walks away from him,
take it easy.
He tells him to be nice to us.
Yeah.
So Frank the Tank.
Yeah, but that's not even the worst
getting under
of
the
it.
skin
Yeah.
of a friggin' trillionaire.
But don't. And last year with the Atlanta Braves came out last year.
Yeah.
They were like, we can't wait to see Frank the Tank's videos. Yeah. He feeds into these people. He gives them a reason to want to beat us more. He gives people a reason. But all right, so I don't know how this got into Frank the Tank, but
because he's part of the reasons of the Met fans of why the Mets are sucking.
Yeah, but. To end off the first half, right? The New York Mets. This was perfect. This is exactly what the Mets were in the first half. They're blue balls. The New York Mets. That's what they are. The
blue balls isn't real, but okay.
Yeah. Well, they give you hope.
It's not a real thing.
They give you hope. Like they had this nice little 6-game win streak at the end.
Yeah.
It felt good, right? It felt like, all right, you know what? There's a fighting chance. And then what they do is they go and lay an egg against the Padres. We win the first game against the Padres. Then you got your $43 million pitcher, Max Scherzer. Is it Tom Glavine or Max Scherzer? Sometimes I forget. They're the same thing to me. But then all of a sudden, Max Scherzer turns into David Peterson, and you have a game where he has to step up and win the game and go into the All Star break feeling good. And he does nothing.
Feeling decent.
Yeah.
That's what I
do still feel decent. That 6-game win streak that they won on, I do feel good going into the second half. Like now
you had a nice 6-game stretch.
A nice 6-game stretch. When now
you need a 10-game and a 15-game in there.
Yeah,
for the next
we need
half.
a 10, 15, but we also need like a 24-6 stretch. Right now, you know what I could say for June. Right now, we're what are we in June?
July.
In July, we lost 2 games in July. What are we? 6-2 in July. Or
with a break here. So
let's go on a nice little run here.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm still. They brought me in a little bit. You know what I mean? With that 6-game win streak, this is what they do every year. They do this. They drag you in, And we're gonna see what happens. They're sitting there.
They're fighting for they're fighting to be relevant.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing right now.
Well, they are. They're still relevant.
Well, they're not mathematically eliminated. So yeah,
there's 70-something games left.
I'm just saying, so that you could always say that.
Yeah, but they are.
But they're fighting towards
seven
relevance.
Seven games out of the wild card.
Yeah,
and
18 and a half out of first place.
The division's gone.
Yeah.
The division's been gone since the end of May
because they don't lose the Braves.
Yeah. So, all right, whatever. That's first.
All right, well, that's that. Is that. Hopefully, we could, after this All-Star break, hopefully we could have some better vibes, just play better baseball, go on some nice streaks, play good games. Don't, stop with these freaking mental mistakes for both teams. Just the mental mistakes alone, if they clean that up, we could have some more wins.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to.
Pitching and bullpen.
So,
all right, so let's do this. Who's your MVP for the first half?
Garrett Cole.
MVP.
At
position player wise.
Position player wise, it's hard to say Harrison because Harrison he hasn't played, but when he has played, the Yankees win.
No, I need someone that plays.
All right, you go first.
All right, so my pitching wise is Kodai Senga. Love the guy. Kodai Senga, he's figuring it out. His last outing against the Diamondbacks was the best outing that he's had so far. He looked electric. Now I know why he had the numbers he did in Japan. He's finally getting a grip of the baseball. He's locating his pitches.
It's a different
like
ball
crazy.
too. It's a different ball.
Yeah, he looks unbelievable. And my position player MVP, it's Brandon Nimmo. It has to be Brandon Nimmo. I know he ended the first half on a little skid.
Yeah,
and Lindor ended it off hot. But I mean, in reality, Nimmo from start to now, the last 2 weeks, maybe he hasn't been what he is, but he's been the guy. I'm actually shocked he's not an All Star. I'm also shocked Lindor's not an All Star.
Oh, jeez, he got snubbed.
Yeah, so
but they do this. They do this. The MLB has the All Star game figured out. They haven't figured out. The players aren't. The fans aren't voting.
No.
All right, the fans aren't voting. They're figuring this thing out on their own.
No, but also that goes to another thing with the Met fans, right? Met fans are the biggest bitches in the world. And they want to complain and say all this stuff and do all this stuff. But when it comes to voting, how come I guarantee you all my votes for Lindor are from me. From Nimmo, from me. For everybody that's on the Mets, it's from me. How did the Atlanta Braves have 20 guys on the roster for the All-Star game? The Texas Rangers have 20 guys on the roster for the All-Star game. The New York Met fans can't do what they do? How? It's embarrassing.
So when it comes back down to the Yankees MVP on offense, I really don't have one, man. It really just I want to say Beta. He just has to stay on the field because when he's on the field, he's making contact, he's making things happen. He has the best at bats. He has the best at bats in the biggest moments. You feel comfortable with him. With Volpe, he had his ups, he's had his really bad downs, and he's back up again. So he's not an MVP, but he's doing baseball things good.
Yeah.
All right. He's playing baseball good. His defense has been better. He's cleaning up. He's learning on the job. It's as easy as that. But I do not have. I got nobody go around my infield. I literally have nobody that I could say is my MVP as an offensive player besides Harrison. Harrison. Yeah. And Garrett Cole, congratulations. He's starting the All-Star game tomorrow night.
So who's your biggest disappointment?
My biggest disappointment is not on the team anymore. All right, his name was Aaron Hicks. He's in the wind. All right. He's gone.
You can't do him.
He's my biggest disappointment. But then right after, he was my biggest disappointment. Right, and now it's Josh Donaldson. Josh Donaldson.
The biggest disappointment?
Yeah.
You didn't expect this?
No.
No, you're lying to me. You didn't expect Josh Donaldson for this. So you're one of those guys that fed into Cashman and Boone and he's going to be all right.
I thought he could be.
Before the season started, everyone knew that you needed a third baseman.
Yeah, no, I thought it could be. Rizzo, that's the biggest disappointment too. There's a lot of them, but I'm putting it on Josh. DJ, he had a bad toe last year. He thought it was going to be all fixed and all ready. Yeah.
Stanton.
Like a shell. Exactly.
They're all a disappointment.
But Josh Donaldson, this stat alone with runners in scoring position, he's batting 0-4-3.
Bro, don't even talk about that stat. He has like 14 hits and 10 of them a home run.
Correct.
It's embarrassing.
It is. That's why he's my biggest disappointment. I thought he would be able to at least bring some offense to the team. He didn't even start the team. He was injured. He didn't even start the season. He was injured. And then it just got into all crap. It just got into all crap, and then he gets up there, he hits a home run every once in a while, and more times than less, he's out.
Yeah. Yeah,
uncompetitive.
But I wanted the QB the biggest.
What do you give your team?
I gotta do my disappointment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For my disappointment, if I could say Buck, I would, but I'm not gonna do managers. I'm just very disappointed in the way he goes about his business now. It's very analytic-y.
Yeah.
He's not coaching, managing with his eyes and a feel for the game, which is very weird because last year it was all about feel. But we're not going to go into Buck. We're going to go into my biggest disappointment is Starling Marte. And Starling Marte, I get it. I understand he had surgery coming into the season, his oblique, his this, his that. But when you watch him play, like last year, specifically speaking, there was a game against the Philadelphia Phillies. We were down 7-1 in the ninth inning. He hits a ground ball to shortstop. He ran it out and beat it out. Now, if he hits a ground ball,
he's giving up.
He's not even running.
That's a lot there. That's a lot.
That
says a lot.
It's weird. Like that. The Mets, not for nothing, as bad as they all hustle. Marte, no. And it's annoying now too. Like even yesterday against the Diamondbacks. Was it the Diamondbacks or the Padres? I think it was the Padres. The Padres just gave up back-to-back walks. Loaded bases, 1 out. Back-to-back walks. This guy couldn't throw a strike.
Yeah.
Very first
that was
pitch.
the clip of that woman. That was the clip of the woman.
No. That was the end of the game. But he had back-to-back walks. The pitcher wasn't even throwing strikes, not even coming close. Marte comes up, bases loaded, 1 out. Very first pitch, swings, hits the ground ball to the pitcher. First home to first, double play, and inning over.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing? Like, I understand that. Like
that happens.
No, but you're just a bozo.
Correct.
Like Marte, like he's so much better than this, and it's so disappointing. But in reality, I want him gone. I do want him gone. It's like his head's out of the game.
Now with Tommy Pham hitting the injured list, he might be your only trade bait if things continue here to suck. He might be one of the only trade baits.
We have a lot more than just Starling Marte.
Well, yeah, you have Max, you have Verlander.
Well, Max, I think Max lost his trade bait potential.
Correct, but he's running himself out of town with some of his words, right?
He's not even saying no. People are saying it.
Oh,
they're creating that.
I'm getting got again.
Yeah.
Just like the Mets are having friggin' Ocean Gate night at Citi Field. I'm so embarrassed. Just back to the Yanks for a second. Just listen to this. All right. Anthony Volpe trails only Aaron Judge in home runs this season for the Yankees. Okay. Yeah. Ding dong.
Yeah.
You got Rizzo. You got Stanton. We got heavy hitters, murderers row.
Yeah. Murderers row. Volpe?
You
got murderers row.
You got Volpe? Come on, man.
All right, what grade would you give them?
I got a D. I got a D plus.
A D plus?
A D plus.
7 games over 500 and a D plus.
Yeah,
impressive.
Yeah, I got a D plus.
I would give the Mets the team.
Yeah.
And you got to kind of give them an F, right?
As a team, yeah.
As a team, an F.
Yeah.
If you want to go into individual players,
but if you give them an F, that means they would be out already, basically.
No,
like the A's are.
You got to give them. You give them.
The A's are out already.
No one's out.
The A's are out already.
The Mets are out of the division already. The Mets going into this season was supposed to win the division and supposed to win the World Series. So, yeah, they get an F. They're 18 and a half games out, or maybe even more for all I know. But I truly haven't even checked the standings for the division.
They failed the first half.
They got an F.
They failed.
There are 7
games.
Yankees
failed.
How many games under 500
That's why I got them at a D plus. Is that even a real grade, Backbone?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, did anybody ever get a D plus on their report card? Like, did a teacher ever write that in?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go around and give players individual grades, we could.
Yeah, just give me your shortstop. Give me your shortstop.
Lindor?
Yeah.
I give Lindor right now, the way that it ended, I give him an A.
You give him an A?
How not? He's the number 1 shortstop in all baseball. How can you not give him an A?
All right, I give my rookie shortstop a C plus.
C plus
for a rookie shortstop, trailing only Judge and homers.
Yeah, I would give him higher than a C.
Nah, he could be better. He came up with a lot of expectations. A lot.
All right, let me see. Let's go let's see.
I got it.
Yankees line.
Go ahead.
You got it. Go ahead.
Pete,
Pete, I give him a B minus.
Rizzo.
D.
Wow.
Sorry. McNeil.
Jeff, oh my God, he gets a C minus, close to a D.
This is so bad.
Crazy.
LeMayo.
D.
Wow. Beatty.
Because he's a rookie, he's getting his toes wet. I have to give him like a C plus. C plus, I'll give him.
That was same as Volpe.
Yeah.
Donaldson.
F.
Wow.
We're a fucking loser.
Nimmo.
Sorry.
Nimmo, I'll give him an A. I give Nimmo an A.
Wow. Bader.
C plus.
Canna.
Can you really even give him something? I'll give him a C minus.
C plus for just being Bader. C plus just for being injured.
Yeah.
If he stayed on the field the entire time, I can't imagine the season the guy would be having.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
He's in the minus. He doesn't count.
He's on the active roster.
Yeah, he's part of the fucking.
Marte.
A D.
He just abused him.
A D minus.
IKF.
A B plus.
Okay.
For IKF.
I like
a
that.
B plus. The guy is doing what a journeyman. What is it? What is that? What player am I looking for? The
Tommy Pham? Because Tommy Pham gets an A, baby.
Well,
Tommy Pham pitched 3 innings this year? I don't think so.
Yeah, he could.
He
couldn't.
But IKF is kind of like with all the smoke, losing his position, saying to the media the right things. Like, all I want to do is help this team. I'll play anywhere.
He sucks. He sucks.
He doesn't though. He doesn't though. He batted 260 last year with runners in scoring position. Don't forget about it.
All right. At the same time, for your DHs, Stanton and Vogel on three. 1, 2, 3.
Can we give him an F minus?
L7.
An F minus. Bro, don't even get me started with Vogel.
Pathetic. I had another for the Yankee bullpen. Amazing. Great job by the Yankee bullpen for the first half. Best bullpen in all of the majors. I had him on as my number 2, right? Rodon's back, so now we got a 1, 2, 3. Nesta is just playing games. He got moved to the 60. He threw a little bit yesterday. He said he definitely didn't feel any pain, but he said definitely like 6 times. So the guy's
So he definitely feels
the
pain.
guy's definitely in excruciating pain, and he plays games. He dressed up as freaking Mario, pissed me off the other day. I know it breaks up after a bad loss. You got a
bad loss. It was lost 14-1. Whatever it was.
It was a bad game, and then he comes out. But the Yankees were never about that. The Yankees were never about that. The way we made ourselves feel better was by winning ball games.
Yeah, but the Yankees
now we have to dress up in Mario costumes and throw banana peels.
Bro,
at
Yankees tried to hype their team up last year by showing the 03-04 Red Sox, whatever it was.
And then for Cashman, we abuse him. We always go after Cashman. All right, but he brought in Willie Calhoun. He brought in Ian Hamilton. He brought in Jake Bowers. He brought in Billy McKinney. That's the only reason why. Those players that I just named, okay, are the only reasons why we're 7 games over 500.
And your bullpen.
That's it.
And
the bullpen.
Yeah, pitching.
And the bullpen. And the pitching. Yeah, we got Rodon back. I'm excited.
So what's your expectations for the next second half?
I say we get into the playoffs. Hopefully the Yankees make some moves. We need a left fielder.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the second half. The playoffs isn't the second half. The playoffs is like a whole nother half.
Yeah, no, I think we get there with a vengeance. I think the Yankees step it up here, and I think we play some great baseball to finish the season.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. I can't see why not. They're too good of ball players to just lay down. It really just matters on one person.
Yeah, I don't know if he's coming back.
Once we hear that news, I'll be able to officially tell you my feelings. But as of now, praying to the baseball heavens that Judge comes back, we have a good chance as anybody, man. Yeah. Why not?
I think the Mets, the second half for the Mets, I think they do come out strong. I truly believe they dug themselves such a hole that they will get to the last week of baseball. Like, we'll be having meaningful games to watch come September and the beginning of October, but I think they come up just short. and it's going to be like just short for us to be like excited for next year. Like, oh, I can't wait for next year.
You did bring up the word blue balls before.
Yeah, that's what they are.
You're gonna carry that.
Yes.
You're gonna carry that till
We
the
might
finish of the
miss
season.
the wild card by like a game and a half to like the Phillies or something, and it's going to come down
That'll
to
suck.
that series we had against them 2 weeks ago when we're dropping pop fly balls that I never
hope
seen.
not.
So
I hope not.
I mean,
I hope they go on a nice stretch here and
would be nice.
secure a playoff game.
would be nice, but even if
you got a playoff game if you got a playoff game at this point, you'll be fucking picking shit.
yeah, but then if we got to the playoffs right now, if the way that the season's going, I want Kodai Senga to pitch game one. He's our ace. I don't like the fact that they gave 55-year-old men this money. It's like it's kind of disrespectful to Steve Cohen. Like for Max Scherzer to go out there like he did yesterday and do what he did, it's very disrespectful.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't give me hope. Even if we make the playoffs, I don't have hope.
I know. I know. 9 more Sundays.
Yeah, can't wait.
9 more Sundays until Giant Jet football. What do you got, Backbone?
Let's see. All right.
What do you
We'll do a little
on the Backbone breakdown?
I showed Charles this the other day.
This is fake.
No, is this fake?
Yeah.
No.
You got to.
Did I?
Yeah. It's all right. It's funny though.
Just play it.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Because this is
we
going
get-
super viral.
Yeah.
Did we got together?
You got it.
Wait, hold on. Give me 1 second.
I hate the internet.
I know, right?
Everything's fake.
But tell me
fucking
this
hate the
doesn't
internet.
look so good. All right, let's see.
No. That's fake?
That's real, bro.
Yes.
Nobody on
Why
the line?
not?
There's
Yo.
nobody even in the ball.
No, wait. So time
Yeah,
out, time out.
Andy's
You're
lost his
wrong.
credibility.
Look, he is.
fucking
You
thing-
see it.
Yeah, bro. And the
You,
thing,
you see the
balloon,
guy still in it.
the
dude.
balloon
Yeah,
freaking pop.
look.
Hey,
You see
get
his
out of
legs?
here, bro.
Well, let me take-
Imagine this fucking kid trying to troll us on the fucking. He didn't even see this.
He's still in there.
He thought it was something else.
I did see this. But there's no way.
Come on.
Bro,
He's
I really
in
am.
there, eh? You got
That
that guy
looks
too.
fake.
That guy didn't go that far, but this first
I'm
time
not-
he charged at him so much.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Fantastic. For all the radio listeners, it's a rodeo, and they put the big ball blow up costume on
Yeah.
them, and a bull just ran into him and sent them probably 30 yards.
I'm not getting got. If that's real, that's crazy. But I'm not getting got.
That was real. That was real.
What else we got
That was
going on?
real.
Did you guys see there's a documentary coming out that Peyton Manning produced? It's with Marcus Mariota, Patrick Mahomes,
I thought you were talking about sound. I thought you were going to talk about the Sound of Freedom.
and Kirk Cousins. They followed all three of them like everywhere, even like their homes. Like there was videos of like
It's
Kirk
like a
Cousins.
weird crew.
Really, really weird. They picked Peyton Manning was picking it out.
That's cool.
And it's on Netflix. It's coming out.
Why
soon, I
those
think.
three?
Fuck
Why
Netflix.
Marcus Mariota?
I think were they all? No, they weren't all in the same class. Oh no, they were all in the same class. I'm pretty sure.
Were they?
I think so.
Marcus Mariota, Patty Mahomes,
And Kirk Cousins. I'm pretty sure they're all in the same class. Yeah.
Check that out. Look that up.
Imagine, and everybody else didn't get Patrick Mahomes.
There's a 5-minute trailer, but I didn't think we needed to watch that.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, though.
Right?
Yeah. How did your the golf event go with the guy on the Chiefs, Kelsey?
Oh, it was really fun.
Yeah, I seen a
Ant,
bunch
did you
of
watch
clips.
that?
I seen a few clips
What?
about it.
Yeah, no, it was actually really cool. Those matches are so fun.
Yeah,
Because
no,
they
is
might
cool.
come
Bro,
up, they
Mahomes
toss
was
them
drafted in 2017. Kirk Cousins was drafted in 2012.
Oh, wow, that was way off. What about Mariota?
I'm looking that up now.
Yeah, but no,
So that's
2015.
really random.
So none of them were even in the
Yeah.
same draft class.
They're like 3 years apart too.
yeah,
he just picked somebody that.
that's crazy. That's like weird.
He picked players that.
Yeah,
They,
now
they
now-
tried doing it the year before, actually, and like I think a lot of people said no. And somebody actually asked Peyton, "Would you do this?" And he actually said,
No.
Earlier in my career, 100% not, but maybe at like the end of my career.
Yeah.
Any update on Hard Knocks?
No,
No update on Hard Knocks.
nothing yet.
That's definitely going to be the Jets.
Wait, what were you talking about golf again?
There was the match between it was Kelsey. It
Oh,
was
I did.
Curry.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
It was pretty cool.
yeah Mahomes smacked the kid. and like,
Oh my God, bad.
Yeah, and he went and
Really?
like signed the ball. Yeah. He was like, "Yo, thanks." He was like a good roll because I think he kicked the ball back or whatever.
It's so great seeing professionals be bad at like stuff.
Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because golf is that
mean,
sport
really,
that
man.
like.
Corey Stoll
my
like
God.
hit like an eagle. No, didn't he?
But they
drill an
lost
eagle?
bad.
Did they?
Well, it was Clay's fault. Clay didn't like do anything.
I played around 4th of July week, bro. Oof.
Bad.
Bad, bro.
I got to get into it.
It's just not a sport that you could just step away from.
Yeah.
You really need to just be retired. You just need to be retired and play it out. You know?
Yeah. I need lessons.
I actually wanted to show one thing.
We'll take it.
It was actually golf related.
Of course it was. That's why I brought that up.
I know, 100%. Now you reminded me because this is actually, I don't know. It's like the most ridiculous shit.
I want to go play some more, but it's just truly way overpriced here on Staten Island.
Oh yeah. All right, ready for this, Ant? Now, this is like one of like the best women golfers. So it's really not about the shot. I'm gonna replay it for you again. You probably already missed it. So 6 shot, right?
Yeah.
Watch it again. Now watch the tee that she's hitting it on. Where did it just go?
It hit the net.
It went in her pocket.
Wait, watch it.
It went in her back. It went in her back pocket.
Watch the tee.
Oops.
Watch the tee.
There it goes. There it goes.
Wow. That's pretty sick. And it was a good shot, too.
Really good shot. She's actually like really, really good.
Good for her.
But
Yeah.
Other than that.
All right, cool. Hit it, baby. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to Empire State Sports. It's your boy Charlie Capsan and the Backbone. Don't forget, gamble responsibly. Follow us on all social platforms. And what do you want to say, Ant? Go Yanks.
No.
Go Mets.
Pete, win the home run derby.
Yeah, do it. Do it
Simple
again.
as that.
Do it again, Pete.
3 times.
He's gonna do it.
3 times.
He's gonna do it. Go Yanks, man. Figure it out.
Come on now.